everyone is doing well. Entertainment purposes only. This is an energy reading. I do not need cards. I am very good with my third eye and clairsentient and clairaudient abilities. And I kind of felt like tarot would be really heavy in this situation because it does involve violence. So I just kind of wanted to go off of Kiki, what her energy would allow me to see, if you will. And I'm just going to start off by reading her energy, and then I wanted to talk a little bit about domestic violence and maybe some advice and how to pay attention to certain signs that somebody in the future might actually be on that kind of time. Um, I know sometimes when you can be in a relationship and things are going well and things feel amazing, you're like, this person would never put their hands on me, verbally abuse me, period. And something ends up happening. So, to start off with the energy read on Kiki, I definitely I love her optimism. She is extraordinarily optimistic about just life in general, and that's really important, okay? Because when you go through certain situations, some people don't make it out of certain situations mentally fine. They actually become more broken and they live in victimhood. What I like about Kiki is that she's telling me energetically, I'm not gonna live off of victimhood. I'm not going to let that be, sympathy. I'm not going to live off of sympathy, basically. She's like, I'm going to keep going. And there's a lot of people, she's referencing toxic relationships, period. Because energetically, she is acknowledging the fact that I thought he would change. And sometimes that can be a positive and there is a change, or sometimes that can be a negative and things get worse. And like I said, she really likes to bring the best out of people, and that's really, I feel like her light irritated Darius's demons. I really feel like he was playing with her energy in a very fucked up way, but mentally as well. If you guys read the transcripts, there's a YouTube channel. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull my camera back because I don't want to accidentally burn the other part of my light. But there's a YouTube channel. I believe it's Pam Esquire or Pam the lawyer, something like that. I need to look for the channel, but she did a full video on the transcripts, you guys, and the transcripts were actually very terrifying. And I'm really glad that Kiki has all this optimistic energy and she just wants to be happy. And I feel like she's really been showing us hints for maybe the past year that things have been very out of place and unbalanced when it came to her relationship and her home life. As far as the baby, energetically, I'm not gonna lie, Kiki's making me feel, it's not like Kiki doesn't love her baby, but I am kind of getting a feeling of being trapped and that there is something weird. There's even some kind of abuse there sexually. I feel like Kiki will come out about that as time goes on, because when you're in a relationship with someone, even if you're married to someone, sexual abuse is real. You can be sexually abused in a relationship, no matter what the title is. So she is just, it just feels like a weight is being lifted off of her. It's the best way that I can put it. Energetically, I'm gonna keep it real with you. She doesn't want to, she doesn't want to talk negatively right now because of if you've ever really been through a domestic violence situation, you know how bad it hurts. The toxic, the the violence, the mental health, the nasty words. Like you know how bad that shit hurts. And I really commend her because, like I'm telling you guys, energetically as I'm reading her, it's like she's if I was in the tarot deck, if you know anything about tarot, I think I would pull the sun card, and it would be nothing but the sun and the empress and positivity. And she's healing. I feel like she's going to go get herself some form of therapy, or she's already in some form of therapy, whether it be like personal therapy, writing, yoga, Pilates, meditation, or it's actually going to see a psychologist and speaking on the way that you feel. I do feel like Kiki is a Virgo, so I do feel like she has dreams sometimes. And I feel like Darius does try to energetically attack her. I'm not gonna lie. He's definitely full of toxic masculinity. He's seen some shit growing up, for real, y'all. I'm seeing a lot of violence around Darius, and I feel like that's why he was attracted to Kiki's energy, because she is very soft. She does have very divine energy, but I feel like within his darkness, he began to eat at her light, if you understand what I'm saying. Instead of him like healing with Kiki, he progressively got worse, because there were certain things that happened and she didn't necessarily immediately leave. And sometimes when you're dealing with narcissists, because you don't immediately go, they have this rationalization in their head that, oh, okay, well, we still cool. I'm getting Darius is very mentally ill, and I feel like there will be a mental evaluation. I feel like going through the courts and the court system. I just want to say that I really want, energetically, this is what I'm picking up, is that she stays physically far away from him as possible, because he is giving me some like dark vibes. Like he would do some crazy ass shit. I believe he would actually end her life. Energetically, yes. A few weeks ago on my channel, I was doing my just collective energy readings where I have a bunch of different stories, topics, things that are happening past, present, and future that I channel. And I picked up a message maybe 2 weeks ago, and I titled it, He Could Do Way Darker Things Than You Realize. And the whole point of that message was spirit telling me that there is a man that is capable of committing a murder suicide. And now that this situation has came to the light, I feel like I was picking up on similar energies to Darius, people that are so mentally ill that even believe that murder suicide would be okay. And if you go through the transcripts, he did threaten suicide. So I just really want her to be safe at this point, and anything that involves being around him physically, I hope that she doesn't go around him physically, because I'm telling you, I feel like he will try something. And I'm not on Instagram or anything, but shout out to Mob Radio, shout out to Millie. I watched her talk about it yesterday because I was just digesting the situation. Because when she was at the Usher concert, and you know the whole debacle with him tweeting and stuff like that, somebody asked me to read on that situation, and I said no, because I felt like something was way more off in the background. And spirit told me, wait, something's going to come out about this situation. Don't read it yet. And I was like, oh, okay. I was given the order not to read it. So definitely I was picking up that energy a few weeks ago. And I want to maybe get into a little small talk about domestic violence, trigger warning, because I just want to talk about the fact that I went through a very harrowing experience maybe like 4 months ago. And when it comes to the signs of people that will abuse you in any kind of way, I just needed to clear the vibration a little bit. Very heavy. That kid Darius, he carries very heavy ass energy. Very chaotic. It's like if I was in the tarot deck, it would immediately be the tower. Like it's almost like he is someone that's like, well, I'm gonna, do this, and there's so much rage behind everything he says and does. It's like, bro, get a grip on reality. Is definitely I'm picking up some kind of disassociation problem. Like, you ever been around somebody that really disassociates? That shit is scary, and I feel like he really does that. Like, maybe he even has full-blown conversations to himself. Very creepy energy mentally around this guy. But yeah, pay attention when people are passive aggressive. That can be friends, relationship, even family. um don't let yourself be spoken to in a way that makes you feel lower than who you are. If there is a situation that has been heavy on your spirit, heavy on your heart, because there are a lot of people that go through domestic violence and they don't ever speak up about it. They take it to their grave because some people, they feel embarrassed by that. And a part of me can understand that, because who wants to be seen as a victim? And that's why I said I fucked with Kiki's energy, because she doesn't want to be seen as a victim. And there's some people that really, they shy away from that because maybe they were victim shamed. They really went through something and someone really shamed them out of what they went through. So it created this sort of blockage of being able to share and truly heal whatever it was that happened to them. And I will say that I feel like domestic violence can be generational. Okay, I feel like spiritual energy is some of the most powerful stuff you can inherit from your family. Everybody's family has different spirits within it. Everybody's bloodline has different DNA codes, different traumas, different powers. Okay, and I didn't know how much domestic violence was actually in my family. I had no clue. My own family put me through domestic violence, so I separated myself from them. But to find out, a lot of my aunts, even one of my aunts currently, she lives with a violent man that my whole family knows about. And no one does anything. Like, it really can be an absolute sick ass cycle if you don't take care of it. And men and women, because there are women out there that believe that, oh, I can put my hands on a man, he won't touch me back, he won't hit me back. Women like that, that's an issue as well. I think everyone, I think collectively, this is gonna do a lot of resetting for a lot of it. Might be triggering, okay, but I like to use the word reset because at the end of the day, we all deserve to heal. We all deserve to reset. We all deserve to have open portals to our positive blessings. And it will feel like a trigger for some people, but it's just a trigger is just code word for something you need to heal. So I feel like, when certain situations get brought to the limelight, get brought to the forefront, hopefully some people take it as a sign to heal the things that they've been through. If it was with your father, your friend, your boyfriend, ex-husband, whatever it was. I appreciate you guys. That was just something, very little. I knew from the moment of wanting to do the reading that Kiki wasn't really going to take me on a very negative ride. So, sending out positive energy to everybody that's healing, because it definitely takes heart and it takes spirit, but you got it. keep going. Personal readings description box below. I am a psychic medium. Email, check it out. Reading slots are still open. I'm about to close them, so please email me soon if you want a personal reading, because sometimes you guys do email me after I close the slots, and I feel so bad. It's just a lot of energy going on in the collective, a lot of darkness, secrets going on in the collective, and I really got to try to watch my intake of readings. But I appreciate the support, you guys, the likes, the subs, the shares have been popping. What? Thank you guys so much. Check out those subliminal channels I have in the description box. You missing out on some powerful cord cutting videos, healing narcissistic energy videos. I'm telling you, the channels I have in the description box below, you are going to fall in love and start playing them every day. And I'm telling y'all, those channels have changed my life. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll check you later.